Victory over the Cardiff Devils last night gave the Steelers a 3-point lead at the top of the standings, and today they'll look to build more momentum at home to the Dundee Stars. Omar Pacha's team beat Nottingham yesterday to make it 3 straight wins for them, including last Sunday's triumph in Belfast. This is not a game the Steelers can take lightly. Sheffield are without 3 centres, Connolly, Valdix and Hodgman, but Wojciech Polak plays his first home game after scoring on his debut last night. Valorand, Eberle, Dowd. Steelers moving the puck better now. Eberle, Valorand. Armstrong's trying to provide the screen in front. Now he pulls away for the pass, gives it back to Valorand. Cross to the far side, and it was intercepted by Sills. The Steelers keep it in the zone, but there's a penalty call because the hit that came in from Sills on Dowd afterwards was not a legal one.
No, it was straight through the numbers and straight into the boards. I don't know what he's arguing about. It's not in the numbers. You tell me. If that's straight on into the boards, that's a cross check from behind and a dangerous play. So Dowd does a great job to keep the puck in. 5-on-3 here at 11 seconds left in the first penalty.
Well, Cardiff showed the Steelers how it's done on a 5-on-3 late last night. And the Steelers do something similar here, and they have possession from the face-off, and they have 2 extra skaters. Blast goes in, and there it is. Mosey hit the post earlier. No mistake this time.
Yeah, great work play here. Todd just feathers it across, and Mosey gets it past the block there, and not much Morrison can do about that one. I'm not quite sure whether he picked it up later, just went up over the trailing leg of the person trying to block it, but one thing that it does do is happens 5-on-3, so it allows Sheffield to still play 5-on-4. We'll see it again from another angle. There's the blocker, the attempt, and I think it just sort of fools Morrison. He doesn't quite pick it up in time, and
well, tips up in the air, and it took Jones a while to realise where it had got to. Stars have it through Sills, trying to get away from Polak. Still with Sills. Back to Dow. The shot takes a deflection, and that's up and out of play. And the Stars will get a face-off in the offensive zone.
Yeah, a little bit of good hard work there from both teams. A little bit up and down the ice. What we want to see, as you said, just trying to feel it out here. 4 minutes in. Long change is very important. You mentioned it there. You don't want to get caught on a long shift. Ellaby got caught at the beginning of the period on a little bit of a long shift as he got hemmed in. As he tries to go, Sheffield doesn't get it deep. Dundee do a good job forcing it back the other way and creating that little opportunity up the middle.
Dow with the shot from the face-off. That's a good blocker save from Stojanovic. And now Latal is in behind Dow. Martin Latal scores! Breakaway speed and the deadly finish.
Yeah, when you have another look at this here, watch Latal. It almost looks like Morrison gets fooled a little bit as Latal goes sort of forehand, backhand, forehand, possibly thinking that Latal's going to go back to the backhand and go around him. But Latal quickly brings it back on the forehand and goes through the 5-hole and just catches Morrison kind of in between what he wanted to do. He wasn't quite down. He wasn't paddled down. I've said it before, Latal, when he gets in behind. There's the forehand, backhand right there, and you can see that Morrison, he kind of knows himself that he kind of got caught in between doing 2 different things, but Latal pretty deadly on that finish.
Past the halfway point of this game, Steelers leading by 2-0. Mosey and Latal the scorers. Shudra, Latal, Shudra goes on, and still trying to force his way past Poirier and putting the pressure in on Haas. Stars get it away. And they'll break into the offensive zone down the left wing side. Angle is tight, but the shot came up in, and it's gone in. It hit Stojanovic, looped up in the air, and went in off his back.
Yeah, we'll have a little look at it here. It's a bad angle shot. Phillips has everything to the outside. It goes up and hits right around the elbow here. It just pops straight up, and you watch it hit the right there as he reaches back for it on the glove and pops it into his own net. A bit unfortunate for the big netminder in there, but Dundee shoot the puck onto the net with just under 10 minutes to go, and the opportunity presented itself right there. Just a little shot towards the net. It just bounces up and in, and there you can see across the line.
It's a strange goal. And here's Sills. Haas. But comes out into the slot. Armstrong was to it first for Sheffield. Now Jones. Eye for Armstrong. Stars looking up for a way out of the corner. They've managed that nicely. And here's Sills. And here's Sanche. And the back checking of Dowd takes possession from him. And then he manoeuvres his way between the two onrushing Stars players and pushing and shoving involving Dowd and Sanche, and the gloves are off and the punches are flying in, and Robert Dowd's got the upper hand on this one, and the uppercut to the face and the wrestle to the floor. And still they tangle as the linesmen try to separate them. Crowd like that one. Dowd's fired up.
Yeah, all starts with a great back checker, and Sanche comes in, and Robert Dowd trying to get his stick out of it, and it looked as though Sanche was grabbing a hold of it. There may have been an initial penalty on the play before the fight started. We'll have to have a little look. Referees are conferring about it. We're not sure what was happening as Robert Dowd's trying to pull his stick away. And that's what happens. We'll see it here. Dowd sidesteps the first pressure here. Comes in. Now we'll have a little look here. If we can see it through the stanchion there, now we're looking. Dowd trying to pull away, not being allowed to pull his stick out. You can see, and then that's it. That's all that's going to happen. So we'll see if Wells calls an official or an initial holding penalty, and then maybe Dowd gets 2 extra as well.
I think he could.
And even it all up.
I think a couple for instigating is certainly a possibility for Dowd. I think holding the stick minor for Sanche is a possibility. I think just 5 each for fighting is also a possibility.
Yeah, realistically, I think, as you say, you know, if it is, even it all up and go back at her and play 5-on-5. It looks as though something's wrong with Morrison. He's come to the bench here. The physio's out to have a little look at him.
That is not good news for Dundee Stars.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. We'll see what it is. He looks like he's making his way back. Maybe just an equipment issue.
Brython Priest has faced 1 shot this season, and it went in. Steelers are in search of a 4-point weekend, and they get a break here, 2-on-1. It's Latal, backhand shot, save made, and there was no rebound for Mosey to get to. Penalty has been killed.
Well, you see how quick they can break it. You got Mosey and Latal both get on their horses. Mosey does an early pass. You see Morrison come across. It looks like a little bit high maybe on the stick side, but he tries to go backhand glove, and Mosey doing what he needs to do. He doesn't quite do a flyby. He does get an opportunity. Morrison does a pretty good job not allowing that second chance, though.
Is the thinking from Latal? Well, I beat him low last time. He'll be expecting that. I'll go high this time.
No, possibly, but at the end of the day, they're coming down with that much speed.
Crowd won a holding penalty. Jonathan Phillips tangled up with Timmy Lahtinen. Officials are happy for play to go on. Shot from Eberle goes wide. Davy Phillips. And a little bit of a tangle and loses out. He had Stars player either side of him. Moore across the line. Then drop back. Shot comes in and Desjardins has hit the post. It stayed out. Oh, so close to a tie game.
Yeah, Sheffield just a little bit guilty of back checking to the wrong player there. I think it's Eberle that takes the wrong guy. There's again center lane drive on Moore, and look at the guy open in front. Good hard follow through wrist shot. That just pounds off the post. Beats Stojanovic cleanly, but comes back to him luckily and
gets it around to Sanche. His penalty's over. Dowds isn't quite yet because he had the extra 2 minutes to serve before his 5 minutes could start ticking away. Eberle to Armstrong. Valorand under pressure from Haas. Gets it out. Eberle with the shot. Save made. No! It's gone in! Just like the Stars in the second, the Steelers have done the same in the third. Off the goalkeeper's body and behind them before he could recover.
Eberle with a great release on the play. But as you said, it's a good forecheck there by Sheffield as well. Coming in hard and hot. Morrison doesn't quite get set, as you can see. Good little play behind the net. Again, Dundee did it much like Sheffield did. They back-checked a little bit too much and left the player a little bit higher up. John Armstrong goes back to the net to see if there's anything there, but nice little play behind the net. And that release there kind of looks like it goes off the shoulder or the neck binder Morris, and not much you can do as it pops up, and very much like Stojanovic, not much you can do.
Coombs trying to get onto this one. Armstrong and a turn away from trouble, does so nicely. Well, no way out of the zone for Eberle. Took a chance. It didn't work out for him. And the Stars are going to get a shooting chance here. And Stojanovic makes the blocker save. Steelers putting themselves under unnecessary pressure here. They have got this one out of the zone. And now they'll get a 2-on-1 chance with Armstrong. He plays the pass. It's into the skates. The backhand shot. Oh, and it's not gone in. Some of the fans thought it was, myself included.
Yeah, nice little play there by Armstrong. Just unfortunate it goes into Eberle's skates, but he gets a good job back here. Let's see where it goes. So it goes off his leg and then just touches the post. Yeah, it goes off Armstrong. I thought it had just popped off the post.
Adventurous from the DJ to play. We're going to win with 1:15. Still an opportunity for the Stars here. They'll play it out front. There's a real scramble in the crease. It's knocked away. The Steelers will play it down the ice and wide again. It'll be another icing whistle. But the Stars created chaos around the crease. They just couldn't force it in. What a mess that play was.
Yeah, look at the bodies in there. You want to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, and Valorant just coming out of the pile just a little bit out of there as everybody's on deck to do something, and there you can see it bouncing and bobbling all the way down the ice. But
Steelers commit bodies to try and tie it up.
Dundee get 4 in there doing what they need to do, trying to get some hard work. They come out with a puck.
Shot from Coombs, it gets blocked. Can the Stars set up a massive scramble in front? They've done it once and they couldn't force it home. Can they do it again? Trying to play it out into the crease. It's well defended by Schulz. Combs, shot through, blocked in front. Can the Steelers get to it? They can't. Can the Stars get a shot? They can. It was backhanded wide by Desjardins. 10 seconds left. Stars still press. Steelers just need one more clearance. They don't get it. Bengtson out into the crease. Can the Steelers clear it away? Todd sends it to the side, and that will do it. And the Steelers win by 3-1. Back to winning ways at home, and a 4-point weekend for Aaron Fox's team. They move on to 22 points and stay top of the Elite League. 2 goals last night and a goal again tonight makes Martin Lattal the Steelers man of the match.
Well-deserved performance tonight. That line was very, very dangerous throughout the whole evening. Some great work from all 3 of the players up there to create some opportunities as we all guess to see what's going to happen next. Big discussion.
The Steelers haven't had one of these in the last couple of home games, but they're back to winning ways. And we wait to see what Martin Lattal and the rest of the team have planned. A few others are making their way out to centre ice. And I think we're going to get some bowling. We need an extra pin. We've got 6, and we've got Lattal. Stay behind the foul line. Hit the pocket. And there's your strike. Not a classic, but a Steelers victory by 3-1.
We'll just have a giggle at that one. More so Valorant's face, and still not chewing on the old mouth guard as he goes down.
I'm a little bit disappointed we couldn't get 10 players out there for...
It's 5-pin bowling now, isn't it?
Aaron, a 3-1 home win. Your immediate thoughts?
Yeah, huge win for us tonight. With the game we played last night in Cardiff too. Those were two huge wins for us in the grand scheme of things there, especially with the how short bench we've been lately. I thought last night we realistically played a huge 60-minute hockey game, got off to a 4-0 lead, played pretty much perfect hockey down there, and then we gave up 2 power play goals and a 6-on-5 goal late, which kind of leaves a bad taste in our mouth. But after we found a way to get the points, that's all that really mattered. And then we come out here, and I felt like tonight in the first period, it probably should have been a 4 or 5-0 first period. Was maybe one of the better periods we played in this building this year. So it was a little disheartening going into that room only up 1-0, knowing that we played as good as we did there, and they were still one shot away from being in that hockey game. So, but we battled. We had some tired bodies there towards the last 30 minutes of that game. We found a way to dummy the game down and make it hard on them. I felt like they had a nice pushback, and credit to them there. Omar did a good job getting them motivated for the second and third. Like I said, just proud of the group we've had here over the last 2 or 3 weeks with the numbers we've run. We still continually find ways to win hockey games, which says a lot.
And given how the third period, particularly the latter stages, went on in Cardiff, how pleasing was it that there were no goals conceded in the third tonight?
Yeah, huge. Like I said, we didn't give up any 5-on-5 goals in that hockey game last night in Cardiff. So they scored a 5-on-3 goal and then a 5-on-4 goal. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was tonight we closed the door. We found a way to, keep them out of that hockey game. I thought that third goal from Evs was a huge one, give us that 2-goal cushion, and then we made it hard as we could on them. And like I said, Rock's been awesome and shut the door.
Playing without 3 recognised centres at the moment, players filling in different roles, and a new player added to the lineup this weekend. What did you make of Wojciech Polak?
Yeah, Poli's good. I think he's a very good offensive player, sees the ice extremely well. Every time you give him a little time and space, he's going to make the right play. I think he's outstanding on the power play. So I think he stepped right in, hadn't been on the ice for 8 to 10 days, only had a couple practices, and fit right in our group. So I think he's going to be an excellent find here for the second half of the year.
Man of the match for Martin Latal tonight. He continues to find the net.
Yeah, he plays with just such pace. I think he's enjoying having Poli here too right now, with a little Czech connection there, and I'll tell you what, Valley on that wing played really well with them too. Poli found Valley 4 or 5 times in the slot there tonight. So I like, if we can get healthy and get some bodies back, I think we'll look pretty tough.
Coventry Blaze next up here. Who do you think may be available back in the lineup, or is it still too early to tell?
Yeah, still too early to tell here. I'm hopeful that Haji will try to give me a couple days of practice by the end of the week, and I would say he's questionable right now. Rusty as well. We'll get him through a couple sessions and see how he is. So we'll just go from there.
Top of the table, are you spending too long looking at the league table, or is it far too far out?
Oh yeah, it's early doors here right now. For me, it's just about, we've been grinding right now, not a full lineup, playing players in different positions, not able to find real chemistry with our lines, and we're just finding a way to go game by game here and give ourselves a chance to win.
Omar, a 3-1 defeat, talk us through it.
Yeah, it's a disappointment because I thought we had a good second and third. I had some chances and weren't really opportunistic tonight, but I didn't really like our first. But saying that, I think Sheffield really played an excellent period, and I would say that was the best we've seen all year by another team. I was really impressed by their speed, the puck movement, and we made a few adjustments in the second and third, and it came down to a few bounces. Their third goal, I guess ours too, our first one, but it was a tight game, and
We praised the Steelers, but it was only a 5-on-3 goal that the Steelers managed in that first period. The work from your defence and Morrison in particular in that first, with the backs to the wall, was good.
Yeah, we weathered the storm. Again, it was. I thought the Steelers came out really hard, and like you said, we only conceded that 5-on-3. I thought we defended hard. I just thought at times we didn't make good decisions with the puck, but defensively in our zone, I had no issues with how we played. I think the last few weeks we've seen major improvements how we play defensively. Tonight it just came down to, they had a few more chances than we did, and we had a few good looks. We hit a post as well, and by the third goal we're chasing, and we couldn't get on the power play, or we couldn't get a bounce, and that was a big difference.
There were a couple of sort of strange goals tonight, and it just felt like sometimes the bounce of the puck was crucial.
Yeah, we were weird goals because I think we could have scored on a few of our other chances, but we scored on that one, and I would probably say the same about Steelers on their third. And they had a few good chances. The only thing I would say with us, we gave up a few too many on-man rushes, and their second goal was kind of a half breakaway-ish. And but for us, I think it's the last few weeks have been positive steps forward, and I like the work ethic of our team. I like the compete level. It just one of those nights that you got beat by a better team.
So the value of having pretty much a full squad available to you as well.
Yeah, no, we're missing obviously an import in our British defenseman. So no, I'm proud of the 5D playing tonight. I know a lot of teams struggle with 5, but I think we're getting used to it, which is maybe a good thing. But no, listen, with the team we have now the last few weeks, we've been getting healthier, and tonight not losing a body is another, I guess, a plus too. And we can go play Cardiff, and hopefully now with a full roster.
How much are you looking forward to that Challenge Cup quarter-final?
Yeah, it's a tough one. We drew Cardiff, which we finished 6th. I guess they finished 3rd, but we played them once this year at home, and we were short bench, and hopefully now we got enough guys to make it a very competitive game from the start. But I think the last few weeks we've learned how to gel together. Key guys are back, and we're finding our groove, and it's tough to say that 20 games in, but I'm hoping this is the team we're going to see moving forward.